Good morning everyone. It's a new day, it's a new session. Feels like forever since I've actually done a video from out on the road, but today is a new one. Today's like a new session that I've never done before, and well, there's two sessions in fact. First one this morning and one tonight, but this morning I've had a nice gentle warm-up of around like 20 minutes, including 1 minute threshold, 1 minute rest, 1 minute threshold, 1 minute rest. That was just to get my heart rate up, a bit of a warm-up. And then rode into Furnace, which is actually a name of a place. It's not actually a fire, it's Furnace, the place. Anyway, rode there. There's like a good climb out of there that usually takes 5 minutes. So what I thought I'd do is 3 minutes, like literally like 120% of FTP. So for me it's around 420 watts for 3 minutes. And then there's like a flatter section on the climb, so I used that as rest, and that was about 1 minute. And then I did 6 minutes over the top and on this flat road that's kind of more gradually downhill than flat. I did 6 minutes then at 385 to 390 watts, which went really well. So for the 10-minute block, including the 1 minute 1 minute rest, I averaged something like 385 watts or something like that. So not far off what I want to be for 14-15 minutes. Obviously it's another 4 or 5 minutes longer, but at least we're putting the pressure on to boost that system. That wasn't the end of it though. That was kind of like a primer for the next few efforts. I literally came across the ridge, and then I came down, and I've done 3 reps of this kind of lane here, which is like really steep, for around about 1 kilometer, and I did 3 times 3 minutes, but actually turned into 2 times 3.5 minutes because I felt really good, and then 1 3-minute effort because I was pretty gassed on that last one. And they were all ridden at like 410 watts ish. Obviously the last one dropped off a little bit to like 403, but still there or thereabouts. I've had a coffee, and I've had a banana. I've got another banana in my back pocket, which I'm gonna have now. But that's all I've had this morning. So doing those efforts on kind of an empty stomach, stimulated with caffeine. So I feel quite good actually. I feel like I'm obviously a lot more responsive to caffeine when I have it on an empty stomach. And then the banana just gives me, like, you know, a little bit of energy, just enough I suppose to do the effort. Tonight we're going to do a time trial, so I'm not going too overboard this morning. And yeah, I'm just going to have a little cruise around now. So today's ride, or rides, you know, when they're totaled up, they're going to come to around about 260 TSS. So this morning is actually going better than I thought, because when I base my training off of TSS and not hours, then I can actually end up doing less hours than I pre-planned. So this morning, instead of doing 2 hours, we're probably going to end up doing about 1 hour 40, which for those of you with OCD would really kill you, and it kills me a little bit as well because I like the full numbers. But we're actually going to stick to the plan, because if I do accumulate 100 TSS this morning, which will be, you know, around 80 TSS in 1 hour and 7 now, then this evening, doing obviously a 25-mile time trial and riding there, riding back, we're looking at 150 TSS there in a 3-hour ride. So we've got to factor it all in. It's important. It's important to put it in perspective. Fast going out, is it? I did the first 10 in 2011. That road there. That's hard when you've got like half an hour in your legs. Yeah. They good?
Two days been on and on, you see. Get very close on the coach road, he says, I know.
It's a good laugh, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a good laugh. Oh, there's another one coming. Nah, they go now, Adele. I can't see them over.
Oh, there's another one coming.
So where do you think the finish should be? Because I did it on a plan there.
Oh, I'm not.
What number is it?
Keep going, good boy, good boy, good boy, good boy, good boy.
Yeah, it wasn't far, like. It was just.
Good effort, boy.
Yeah.
And then
Alright, after the session this morning, bro.
What are you doing
I did a 10-minute effort, but I did the first 3 minutes like way over.
Yeah.
Way over, and then a minute completely off, and then 6 minutes at 380 watts. It was like 4:30 for 3 minutes. 1 minute rest, and then 380. Doing a bit of both today, so doing the really high stuff, and then threshold.
That's hard going, eh?
Yeah, it was so fast going. It was like
I enjoyed that, mate.
You get
It's a
carried
nice
away.
circuit.
yeah, it was nice. I was just telling Emma, I did the first 10 miles in like 21 minutes, basically, and then I knew, oh, when we turn now, it's going to be.
Was it a headwind out? And I don't know. I couldn't really tell the difference.
I looked at the weather before coming. It did say 5 mile ahead, but
Yeah.
then you can't feel any help.
First time I've ridden with these. I could have done with my seat a little bit higher. 103, I think, was my time. Yeah, Tim did one to the course. He was in that. So if we run this a few times, Tim will be up here.
Oh yeah, I'll feed back to him as well.
Tell him it's a good course. But tell him it's a good course. But somebody needs to measure. I am 0.2. Come on! Come on! Just up the hill to go! Up the hill! Up the hill! I was just using one.
Good, yeah. Got a bit of a break now. I'm at home for 2 weeks. Yeah. It's nice to nice to be home for a bit.
Yeah, watch it, charm.
Oh, cheers. Yeah, like you struggle when you race every weekend and you're travelling to the races. It's hard to train in between.